Evening to you. It is the 19th day of June 2018. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jesse Rogers. Janet Nyaboke is our sign language interpreter. Hopefully you had an awesome day that was filled with a lot of football action. Currently the match is ongoing where one of Africa's hopes is actually facing Poland, and we'll definitely inform you about how that game actually ends. But locally a lot has happened. Kenyans are in mourning as the death of Migori senator has actually broke out. He succumbed to throat cancer in a Nairobi hospital, and he has been mourned by leaders and Kenyans alike as an individual who dedicated time to actually build this country. Well, we'll take a look at the developments following Migori Senator Ben Oluoch's death. Not forgetting the NYS suspects who have been freed but on stringent terms. All 47 of them have been given a cash bail of 5 million, which is quite stringent. Not forgetting that they've also received a 2 million cash shilling surety, and also not forgetting a 1 million shilling cash bail. We'll definitely delve deeper into this and other stories. So let's get right into it and take a look at the stories taking center stage tonight. Kenya mourns the death of Migori Senator Ben Oluoch after ailing from throat cancer. NYS suspects finally out on bail, released on 5 million shilling bond. Cuban doctors to begin their work after court rules in their favor. And the match everyone is waiting for, Salah to undergo fitness before being involved in World Cup Group A match. Welcome to the broadcast. On our main story tonight, leaders and Kenyans at large are mourning Migori Senator and former radio presenter Ben Oluoch Okello. Okello succumbed to throat cancer at MP Shah Hospital in Nairobi, where he had been admitted. His body has been moved to the Lee Funeral Home. Our reporter, Milia Kisienya, opens our broadcast on a somber mood.
The Migori Senate's office has confirmed the death of Senator Ben Oluoch, who passed on at MP Shah Hospital in Nairobi after battling throat cancer. President Uhuru Kenyatta has led Kenyans in mourning by sending his condolences to the family of the late Senator Ben Oluoch. In a statement released, he has acknowledged the late senator as one who propagated messages for peace, love and unity. Amongst other leaders that have sent their condolences to the late Senator Ben Oluoch is opposition leader Raila Odinga, who described him as a self-made humble leader with a promising career in politics, alongside being a broadcaster who stood out in matters politics and culture. Other leaders expressed their condolences on their social media pages. The late Senator Ben Oluoch was once a journalist at Ramogi FM after leaving Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. He passed on at MP Shah Hospital shortly past midnight after battling throat cancer. The lawmaker's body has since been moved to Lee Funeral Home in Nairobi. Milia Kisienya, KUTV.
Well, we'll definitely keep you updated on that particular story, but on behalf of the KUTV fraternity, condolences to the family members and members of Migori County at large. Let's move on. Nairobi County Speaker Beatrice Elachi has been suspended over abuse of office allegations. In a motion that was tabled by Anthony Kiragu, who's a Waithaka ward representative, she used her positions and powers for personal gains. According to the MCA, Elachi's recent actions cost the Assembly great embarrassment and brought the office of the Speaker into disrepute, contrary to the range of laws on conduct of state officers of her caliber. This comes after the former nominated senator accused the office of the clerk of financial malpractices, including illegal procurement of goods. The High Court has freed 47 suspects linked to the loss of 9 billion Kenya shillings from the National Youth Service. The 47 who are accused of swindling 460 million from the youth body have been granted a bond of 5 million Kenya shillings and a cash bail of 1 million and 2 million surety each after spending 3 weeks in remand.
It has been a sigh of relief for 47 NYS scandal suspects who have been given bail by the High Court. The 47 suspects, including the Youth and Gender Principal Secretary Lilian Mbogo Molo, former Director of NYS Richard Dumbai, were granted a cash bail of 1 million, a 5 million bond and a surety cash of 1 million.
For objecting to the release of the applicants on bail are the following. 1. Seriousness of the charges. 2.
While giving the ruling, Hedwig Ogmundi, who postponed the case from Thursday last week to 19th of June, issued strict measures to be obeyed by the suspects so that they did not interfere with the investigation process. The suspects will be required to appear before the DCI, Director of Criminal Investigation, once per week to record a statement. They will also attend all court sessions involving their cases and appear in court when required. Further to that, the suspects are barred from meeting witnesses. They have also been denied access to their former places of work, and should they appear, they should do so in presence of a police officer. As per the new directives, the suspects will deposit all their travel documents with the court and should not leave Nairobi region without prior orders from the Nairobi Chief Magistrate.
At this point in time, the court cannot evaluate any evidence to determine the strength of the prosecution case. Doing so would be prejudicial to the applicants and a violation of their right to a fair trial.
The lawyers of the accused had filed a petition challenging Justice Douglas Ogot's ruling, who had refused to grant them a bail, terming the case as a serious financial matter that affects the whole nation. A decision Judge Onguni ruled against after the appeal on grounds of violating the rights of the accused. The suspects will have to wait for investigation to be concluded before the courts make their final ruling. Kelvin Ogome, KUTV.
Well, just as Kelvin Ogome has informed us, that move has definitely elicited mixed reactions among Kenyans, but it is something that we will continue keeping tabs on. But in a quick rejoinder, Nyali Member of Parliament Mohammed Ali has implicated former DCI boss Ndewa Muhoro, Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru and Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mwangi Kiunjuri to the latest 9 billion Kenya shillings NYS scam. The Nyali legislator claims that the 47 suspects that have been arraigned in court over the scam, who include Public Service PS Lilian Omolo and the National Youth Service Director General Richard Ndubai, are mere small fish in the scandal.
The legislator for Nyali constituency, Mohammed Ali, has made good his threat to mention the influential individuals in the NYS saga Season 2. While releasing his dossier in Parliament buildings, accompanied by his counterparts, the Member of Parliament mentioned 10 individuals who include former DCI Ndewa Muhoro, Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, former Devolution Cabinet Secretary Mwangi Kiunjuri, businessman Ben Ngethi, Health Cabinet Secretary Cecily Kariuki, and Police Inspector Julius Muia. These individuals, he says, are the big fish in the NYS saga and should be investigated.
These 10 individuals, the evidence suggests, may have been involved in both NYS sagas. For instance, Police Inspector Muia is purported to have received a payment of Kenya shillings 900,000 from a member of the Ngirita family. On Cecily Kariuki and Mwangi Kiunjuri, I must make it clear that they are being mentioned here is to shed light on what happened during their tenure.
Still calling on the president. We as young people, we are calling on the president to stop these sideshows of lifestyle audit and I don't know what. He should just go for the big fish. This thing of lifestyle audit is just trying to deceive us.
40 companies, which include Raymond Company Limited, Fast Quality Limited, Puma Holding Limited, Chama Holding Limited, and Spearmart Company Limited, are those implicated in the dossier. 2 banks, one along Ridgeways and another one at the city center, are also said to help in the transactions.
Investigations into Season 1, people were taken to court And we are wondering, was there any person culpable out of it? The money that was lost, has it been recovered? And today we've just seen them being released from custody, on bail. So it is just becoming a gimmick to the public. And
the former journalist is said to be currently investigating a cartel known as Othaya Mafia, which he claims are quite involved in the scandal.
I have also learned of a cartel that called itself the Othaya Mafia, whose involvement in this scandal is clear. I will come back with more information on the same in due course.
Public Investment Committee, Public Accounts Committee, and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in the NYS Season 1 are blamed for not being accountable in the investigation. This is because the progress of the investigation when it comes to graft cases is always left hanging.
DCI Ndegwa Mohoro never handed over to PAC. Do you think the rest of the Kenyans will know what is going on? No. So we are saying, you are done with your investigations, let us know. Because it's taxpayers, it's Kenyans paying for those offices.
EACC cannot do their work. Then why maybe do they become a branch of the office of the DCI?
The legislators are now calling for the disbandment of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, or for it to be a branch in the Office of the Director of Criminal Investigation. Further, they have blamed former DCI Ndegwa Mohoro for hiding files of investigation to major corruption scandals.
You summoned people for 151 times, but we don't see these reports. So I think Ndegwa Mohoro should be brought here and he tell us what is going on. And it should be done. The same law that they're using against the Ngiritas and the PS and everybody should be done. You don't step aside. You step in prison, we talk when you are there.
The Accounts Committee, when summoning some of these people to come and we're saying, we need this voucher from 2014. Then they're saying that vouchers are not available because they were picked by the Office of DCI for investigations. You cannot go to CID and say, nataka ile document yenye ilipeano hapa. They will not give it to you.
The leaders are now calling themselves the whistleblowers of corruption in the country and are ready to take up the role of the opposition in the era of handshakes. Irene Mwangi, KUTV, Nairobi.
Well, there you have it, as the whistle-blowing tactics have re-emerged in politics, especially with Moha, aka Jicho Pevi. We just want to take a look at what individuals are saying on the NYS scandal, perhaps on Twitter. One, Donald Kipkorir, says the High Court bail terms that include restricting the suspects from leaving Nairobi is judicious. They have to live in Nairobi for the duration of the case, which may last years. All money stolen will end up paying for rent and upkeep. Nairobi GDP will go up by 9 billion. Someone else says, do politicians realize that 2030 is here? We haven't achieved anything except from being the most scandalous nation. Junaid Mohammed should also return the cash, and a lot of reactions, both positive and negative. You can definitely have a look on social media under the hashtag NYS scandal. We'll be back with more information for you after this short break, also informing you about the new details that have emerged on the maize scandal that has hit the national cereals and produce boat. Do stay with KUTV News at 8. We'll be back shortly.